Welcome to Larry's Fountain Pen, everybody. I'm Larry, and today I'm going to present you a pen that was loaned to me by a friend of mine, Dr. Nathan Holstein. Thank you, Doc, for the loan of the Mont Blanc Stroke fountain pen. And it's a 144 fountain pen. And let me show you the pen. And we'll get a close-up of the pen. All right, here you go. Little history about this fountain pen. Nathan bought this back in 1983 at the Neiman Marcus here in Fort Worth. He bought this pen something around $250. So back then it was a lot of money for the pen. So he's had this pen ever since, and this is one special pen that's close to his heart. This is the first pen he's ever bought, right here. And this pen is a 14K gold medium nib. And let me tell you, this pen is every bit of a true Mont Blanc fountain pen. The nib is superb on this fountain pen. I truly mean superbness. So, the pen, in 1990, they named this pen the...
Classique.
Say it again.
Classique.
140. They named it the Mont Blanc Stroke Classique. It's the 144. So they changed that name back in 1990. So you can find Mont Blanc fountain pens vintage as this one and many others if you go to the Captain's Cabin Pen site. Just type that in, Captain Cabin's Pen, and you'll find many of the Mont Blancs listed on the site, and they are vintage, and it'll tell you the story about the name change, and all the good stuff about Mont Blanc. Excellent fountain pen. This is a slim, smaller size version of the fountain pen. And let me give you the dimensions of this pen. This pen cap is 134.4 millimeters or 5.29 inches. The widest at the cap is going to be 11.8 millimeters or 1.4 inches. The widest point at the middle of the barrel is going to be 10.2 millimeters or 0.4 inches. It's got the real nice looking gold trim, and of course it has the Mont Blanc, everything down here on 3 gold bands, one wider gold band in the center, and then 2 narrow ones around the gold band. On top, your classic Mont Blanc signature on top, snow cap. Then you come on down, this narrow band is another narrow gold band. And, you know, I always thought that this would be too small for my hands. It's not. Pull off cap. Fits perfect in my hand. And it does post, and I'm not going to do it hard because it's not my pen and I don't want to scratch it. It fits really perfecto in my hand. I love this pen. Got to have one. Got to have one. All right. 14K nib, and this has the converter in it, and it's inked up with some Sailor Gentle Sootin ink. So there you have that. And let me look at this for a second here. Looking at the writing on the converter, and it has Mont Blanc, Germany, So, there you have the Mont Blanc 144 back then. Beautiful pen. And before we do a writing sample, let me kind of just show you something. Here's the 149, and it's a big step down from that. And I brought my Sailor 1911 in large, and it's almost as long as the 1911, but not quite, because the 1911 is 140 in length, millimeters in length. Of course, the 1911 standard has way more girth than the Mont Blanc does. This one is a slim one, very slim, but very nice fountain pen. So, pull off cap, and what do you say we do a writing sample, because I think you'll find this pen very nice to see such a fine, elegant pen just glide across the paper. I'm using Rhodia. That is beautiful. Totally beautiful. To me, it's just a joy just to write with this fountain pen. Is it as nice or nicer than my 149? It's just as nice. I love my 149. And it's up there with my higher end pens. And in my opinion, there's nothing finer than this Mont Blanc 149. So, here you have this pen, nice and wet. Just a really nice fountain pen. And like I said, you can, I think I did go by a jeweler shop today and looked at their Mont Blancs, and this is a step down from the Legrand 146. Not much in length, just a hair in length, but the Legrand has more girth than this one does. This is just a nice, slim, well-made fountain pen. Very nice. Beautiful nib. Wonderful writer. Just an all-around great Mont Blanc. So I was fortunate that I was able to get this pen on a loan, and I'll get this back to him tomorrow. I will meet him. This pen is very close to his heart. Mind you, he got it back in 1983. That's some vintage for you right here. Beautiful 1983 144 Mont Blanc. Like again, I said they changed the name in 1990 to a Classique. Is that how they say the name? Yep. So there you have it. And again, you can go to the Captain's Cabin pen, put that in, and it'll pull up the Mont Blancs. At least that's what I was looking for. And it'll tell you all about these wonderful pens. And I did some quick writing on my Life paper. And here it is, show you how it reacts to the Life paper. Really nice. No problems at all. It's just a great fountain pen. So, that's going to conclude this episode on the Mont Blanc 144, 1983 vintage, 14K gold medium nib with a ink converter. Let's see that real quick. Beautiful pen. And it's got all your writing engraved on the center of the band. Wonderful, well-made fountain pen. Love this fountain pen. So all you Mont Blanc lovers out there, this 144 is a pen to have. It's small and slim in size. It can be posted, but it fits real well in my small hands. Unless you have a large hand, then you probably would have to post it. I didn't push the variation for it. Not my pen. And if it doesn't, have a flex nib, I'm not even going to attempt to try to do a flex on it or any variation, because I'm not the one to take a risk with somebody else's pen or with my own even. Well, anyway, that's going to conclude this episode of Larry's Fountain Pens on the Mont Blanc 144. And leave your comments below. Tell me what you think about this marvelous fountain pen. Oh, I'm sure I'll have a few Mont Blanc haters, but that's okay. Still love you guys. But Mont Blanc rocks. Everybody has their own opinion. Some may say, well, this fountain pen writes way better than a Mont Blanc. Well, that's fine. That's your own opinion. But I disagree. Mont Blanc's just one hell of a fountain pen. Thank you much. Time for me to go. Talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Peace.